My name is Carolyn Pendleton. I am 41 years old, a mother of three. I suffered a stroke at the age of 35. Um, I was in a whole lot of pain, couldn't get out of the bed, didn't exactly know what was wrong with me. I called my children in the room to help me to the bathroom, and come to find out when we got to the hospital that I was actually having a stroke. At that time, I was extremely depressed. I wasn't eating healthy. As a matter of fact, the majority of my diet was junk food, salty food, fast food. And I would advise everyone to eat healthy, watch your salt intake, watch your sugar intake. My stroke left my left side paralyzed. Had to go through 3 months of rehabilitation to get my mobility back. I am now 41, eating right, and basically pretty healthy. High blood pressure runs in my family, beginning with my grandmother, who's now deceased, down to my family and my aunts and my mother, and me being the first of my siblings to have it as well.
2011, on Friday the 13th, I had a stroke walking to the club to meet a friend of mine. I was walking, headed to meet this girl, and just out of nowhere, as I turned the corner to go meet her, I just fell face down on the ground and couldn't move at all. Luckily, the EMTs came over and rushed me to the hospital and found out that I had a severe stroke and I had to have emergency surgery to remove part of my skull. And I've been living in Philadelphia to recover from the stroke since then. Every day I work out and do the elliptical, treadmill, weightlifting, and play basketball as much as possible. And now I tell my friends about my story since they know what happened. And I try to ingrain in their minds, the importance of a healthy lifestyle and eating right and putting the right things in your body and not drinking anything negative that is going to slow you down.
Hello, my name is Leonard Howell. I'm 66 years old. I had a stroke. I advise people to watch their salt intake, work out, and be active. I was very active before my stroke. My girlfriend and I used to dance every day. Every day, every weekend we would go out and enjoy ourselves. Now I'm limited to what I can do because I'm on the cane. Watch what you eat. Processed meat is so full of salt. It's just like taking a whole spoonful of salt at one time. And you must work out. Right now, I joined the gym after my therapist had to give his practice up. And I work out as much as I can. Thank you.
Let's see. Uh, Prior to the stroke, I was working and everything, but I ate whatever I wanted to eat, especially with a lot of salt. I remember I used to have a motto. It was two of everything for me. Two of this, two of that, two of whatever, as long as it was two, because one wasn't enough. And from what I remember, I definitely had a lot of salt. And, one day, from me eating whatever I wanted to eat, I had a stroke. And thankfully, I'm still here. But life is not as simple as it used to be. I struggle to get dressed. I struggle to eat. It's affected my walking. I used to walk like everywhere when I walked with the aid of a walker. The stroke affected the right side of my body. I used to be primarily right-handed, but now I've used my left hand for almost everything. I do have some use of my right arm, but not as much. I can't do anything fine. I can't use it for like fine motor skills. I always trying to figure out the percentage of how much like every day is just can't get up and go like I used to. And like it takes a little thought and a little thing for me to get ready and to do things. Like I thank God that it doesn't take as long as it used to. But I remember when I first got home, it was like I had to relearn everything, and that was hard. And I remember I could barely walk or anything, but through physical therapy and everything else, like I've learned how to walk. Not as fast as I would like, but I'm glad that I'm walking. Well, definitely I would. Well, now that I have a chance, now that I have I guess what you call a second chance at life, I definitely watch my diet and I definitely watch my salt intake and I have I have somebody else to be responsible for, and like on my bad days or down days, I always think about her, and I'm talking about my daughter. Her name's Marissa. She's only 4. And if I don't think about myself too much, I think about her, and she's my motivation to keep me going. In spite of all of what's happened, and she doesn't know all of what happened. Like maybe one day, like when she's old enough, I'll be able to tell her.